Are you ready for some football? Are you ready for... Ladies and gentlemen, this is John Gray, and I'm here with Coach John Olive this morning, and my voice is shot because we had a football game last night, first playoff win we've had in coaching first playoff game in 4 years, right?
First playoff game in 4 years.
And
first time we won since 2012.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, we did a lot of screaming, or at least I did, and everybody up in the stands did, and want to congratulate you and your coaches and your boys for a win. It was kind of a crazy game, as you'll watch. I think there's one point in here when we got 8 or 10 penalties in a row called on us.
I don't know.
It was crazy. The officiating, which we never try to get on the officials, and so we won't. You watch for yourself and see what you think about the game.
A lot of it, we're guilty. We were stupid sometimes, and you can't do that. Other times, can't explain. I mean,
yeah.
You know, some of the penalties we got because we got guys that are working and hustling. Okay, right. Example, touchdown called back. We had 2 touchdowns called back that. The very first one, the blocker is engaged. He's driving the guy. The guy turns his back, trying to run away from him, and the blocker stayed on him instead of, he's turned his back. And you're talking about a split second that right. happening. And so, you know,
if that's when the official looks, it's a block in the back.
That's correct. And so that one, you understand the punt return that got called back. We've got somebody hustling, trying to make a block, and on that one, he had time to figure out, I just got to pull off. All right, so you got to be able to distinguish that, and again, it's happening very quickly.
Sure.
But you got to distinguish. I can't get to him. I've gone for him. I'm going for him. And then you just got to pull off because you can't get him.
Right.
And so that's an example of 2 of them there. Then we had some others that were just, you know, as I said, just very, very bad on our part, where you got a player that goes and picks somebody out that has nothing to do with the play, and that's bad. And so then you have the officials who just absolutely blow some calls. The example being Samari Lane ripping the football out and is headed in the other direction, and they haven't blown the whistles. He's already out of the picture when the whistles start blowing. They have no idea
that he's got the
football. They have just blown the call. And so you take all three of those things and mix them together, and you have a team that throws the ball over 50 times and has 0 holding calls against it, then you get frustrated.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. And our players got really frustrated. Our fans got frustrated. Our coaches got frustrated. I got frustrated.
But we won.
We did win, and I probably sucked all the fun out of that win with my after-game comments to the players, because if we play like that again, our season will come to an end.
It'll be over.
And I don't, I want them to play hard, and we were playing hard, and you're going to watch it. You're going to watch our offensive line play a lot better than they have been. We still struggle because we're so young up there, but the effort was there. We're pushing people and pushing them backwards, resetting the line of scrimmage. Defensively, we played solid. They did some things. They've got a really, really good quarterback. They got 2 or 3 really good receivers. They couldn't run the ball against us effectively, so they didn't even try to run the ball very much. They were going to throw the football, and they effectively threw the football and moved it. So it was a good win for us. We were up. They came back and tied it up, had all the momentum going their way. We're really frustrated, and I'm just proud that we were able to get ourselves refocused, and we had a big-time drive to go back up on top, and then we get the ball back, and we're able, the defense gets the ball back for us, and we're able to put another touchdown on there to get the separation so that it was not going to be a nail-biter at the end.
At the end. Well, what we're going to do right now is take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with the first quarter, and we'll talk about it if we can.
Are you ready for some football? Are you ready for cool days and cold nights? We're here warming up to serve our community. Stroop Jacket Refrigeration would like to congratulate the 2019 class at Tullahoma. Go Cats!
Since 1889, Traders Bank has been helping our neighbors realize their dreams. Whether our customers are looking to put a roof over their heads, try their hand at entrepreneurship, or see themselves behind the wheel of a shiny new car, the folks at Traders Bank have always been ready to dive in with them. Because at Traders, we lend you more than just money. We lend you our good name. Traders Bank, you're welcome.
Attention, attention! Tullahoma and surrounding areas, Spinelli's Pizzeria is now open at 121 Northwest Atlantic Street in downtown Tullahoma. They specialize in Philadelphia-style pizzas that you can order by the pie or by the gigantic slice. Spinelli's also has great sandwiches with breads imported from Philly, loaded stromboli, salads, and desserts. They are open from 11 a.m. until 3 a.m. with delivery every day. So stop by Spinelli's and get a slice.
The choices we make today will impact tomorrow. Choosing natural gas today is the responsible energy choice for your home, your family, and our environment. Almost all natural gas we use is produced right here in North America. And with plentiful gas reserves, we can enjoy a safe and reliable energy future. Natural gas. The comfortable and responsible energy choice for today and tomorrow.
Brought to you by Elk River Public Utility District.
I'm Mike Winton, your Democratic candidate for state representative. I'm the same type Democrat that your parents and grandparents were. I'm pro-life without question. I'm pro-Second Amendment without question. I'm not concerned about whether we're red or blue. I want us to be red, white, and blue. Partisan politics is killing us. Contact a campaign that's for you. Mike Winton for state representative. Go to votemikewinton.com.
Paid for by the candidate.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
Our captains last night, number 10, Caleb Stroop, number 50, Paul Henry, number 16, Peyton Howard, and number 9, the permanent captain, Bryson Corn. And first time that we, in a long time, that even when we've lost the toss, we've ended up with what we really wanted. Last night we wanted to defer, start the game on defense, but we don't start it on offense, and if we'd blocked number 6, we might have found a hole there to get started, but we didn't get number 6 blocked. We missed him. We're going to open up running a sweep to Bryson here, coming right at us. And we don't get the linebacker blocked. We got everybody else blocked as we got them backpedaling out of there and got them on roller skates. You know, our wide receivers do a great job of getting on people and staying on them. You watch number 8. He's become a blocking machine. And Bryson Corn picks up a first down there.
Number 8's a good football player, no matter what he's doing.
That's correct. He is a very good one. Missed the snap there. We double clutch on the snap. So, gonna come back, throw a little swing to Bryson, and they're gonna call holding on us out on the edge there. You know, thought it was pretty questionable, and we just flat out struggling there. And we don't get a holding call here, so this is getting ready to come back. We actually had 2 plays. They called a blindside block on one of our receivers. So I think we're at 1st and 40 right here because it was an 18-yard penalty. It's the worst rule in high school football. It's the only level that gets penalized 10 yards or more than 10 yards on a holding call. We're in a forever situation. I'm telling you, we're still 30, 32 yards away. We try to get raced one-on-one, and their corner does a great job, takes the ball away from us and gets the interception.
Watch what happens later on in the game when we do that.
And we don't jump off sides, so we're killing ourselves. We can't snap the ball. We can't watch the ball when we're on defense, and so we're just constantly shooting ourselves in the foot here. We got to settle down and play. Good job there. They tried a little bubble screen, and we closed the football rapidly, and Race and Peyton and Hunter Jewell, they actually lose a couple yards on the play. And they're a no-huddle offense, so, or at least they started off no huddle, and then when our BAM got to going and playing, they're going to go to a huddle. As they do a lot of verbalization at the line of scrimmage. Matt Ross, I thought, played a really good football game last night, makes the play there. And good execution here. They run a drag route one way and a crossing route the other way, and good execution by Livingston Academy. Quarterback's on to pull it down and take off running, and
pretty good little ball player.
He's a very good ball player. He's a 2-time all-region player, and he's a junior, so that means he made it as a freshman. So he's an outstanding quarterback. McDonald, I believe is his name. And that was the same route they hurt us with, but this time they hit the underneath guy. He gets some heat on him there and pulls it down and comes running forward and slides down after about a yard gain. Good play by them. They kick out our end there who got upfield and get the linebacker. And so they're down inside the 5-yard line. They bring in 2 extra linemen. They're there in the backfield. We're going to make the play there as Peyton and Race keep him out of the end zone. And this time right here, Tyrell Mitchell's going to do a great job of shedding his block. He's going to find a way in there. He just can't make the tackle. But that's a great job. And a year from now, he'll shed that block and he'll meet the guy right there. So anyway, sophomore.
Good.
So we fall behind right here, and they'll make the kick to make it 7-0. And good drive by Livingston Academy, hurting us with basically what we call a drive route.
Where are they actually from?
Livingston, Tennessee.
Livingston?
Right above Cookville. And they kick it out of bounds. We'll take it at 35. And we're going to run Kobe Burks. And we'll do a great job. Bryson Corn there on the block, and then Kobe runs through 3 or 4 of them there. And so great job. And we're going to tie this game right back up as Justice Chadwick with Sam Pote and Ben Fulton being part of this operation. And good job, 7-7. Needed that.
Yes, sir.
Needed to respond, help take some of the pressure off of us. Race Marion's gonna put this one in the end zone. So
right there at the first, we were moving the ball on them easily. We just can't keep from shooting ourselves in the
first
foot.
and 40. You don't know, make very many first downs at first and 40.
Field's a little bit slick last night.
Very slick. The rain that we got on Thursday morning, it's no longer being absorbed by the grass, so it has to drain out of the ground. And most moisture that we've had in the field this year, even though we've played on sometimes after getting good rains, it's just the grass is not consuming any of it now. It's going into its dormancy. Second down, 10. And great job by Race. Gets a hand on the ball, knocks it away. Third down, 10. And they're going to miss over there on a corner route. So we've held them, making them punt. And ball off the side of his foot. We get great field position.
Need to take this one down there and stick it in.
Need to punch it in when you get the ball in this field position. Anytime you get the ball on their side of the 50, you need to score. Opening up with Bryson trying to run there, and don't get the defensive end block. They pick up that fumble and run with it and get called for delay of game, so we pick up a few yards. And they're going to get them back later on against us. Brian Nims, good job. It's a way to run with the football. He's trying to learn to be a running back, and got to learn not to be changing the ball around. We're down to the 20-yard line here. Kobe may have scored again right there. If you look at that from the end zone cut.
Right.
You know, wet field made that one tough. Come back, we hit Race here on the sideline and pick up the first down. And we don't get a touchdown right here, but we get called for blocking in the back. As we had a wide receiver trying to finish off his block. So backs back out, and we also lose number 21. So he got hurt on that play. Bryson picks 5 of it back up. And he picks up about 4, if I remember right. We're at 3rd and 1 or so right here. And we're going to run Bryson right up the middle.
And if I remember, that's great. Look at blocking. Great blocking on that play right there.
And then Bryson gets hurt with the guy tackling him 5 yards in the end zone.
It's a game of attrition.
It is. We flinch there when they jump at us. I can't tell you how many times in practice we got players and coaches jumping, trying to make us flinch, because everybody sees it, and so everybody's going to try to do it to us. So anyway, we got the ball with a short field, we score, and that's what you like. Quentin Howard on the tackle there. I think Quentin gets 3 tackles on kickoff last night.
His bell ever quit ringing?
It wasn't his head, it was his hip. And we thought it was his head because of the way
he tackled him.
He was trying to walk and stuff. And we get him to the sideline, and he's fine. He can talk. He can tell you everything. He passed the test real quick. But his hip, we had to put his shoe on for him last night, sock and shoe. So I don't know. They're working on it this morning.
The way he went in on that hit, you know, I saw it. I saw his head snap, and I thought, oh boy.
Good job there by Samari and company, Rivers and Matt. Good job defense. This will be the last play of the first quarter, if I remember right. And we got Jacoby Thomas back there. And dropped it, picked it up. And
he's a hard-playing kid.
He is. He's a hard-playing young man. He'll be a good player.
He's in the learning process.
He's making some good plays now, but he knows what he's got to work on. He's got to work on his speed. And if he gets faster, if he works hard, and he gets that speed to come along, to go along, because he's pretty hard to tackle right now, and he's going to be a big old young man. So, anyway.
All right, so that's first quarter. We're going to take a quick break right here, and we'll be back with quarter number 2.
I was looking for a bank that sees me as more than just a credit score or an account balance.
A bank that has my best interest at heart and will help me get better at managing my money.
That answers to me and not some stockholder somewhere.
A bank that's big enough to have everything I need. Checking, savings, loans, credit cards, but small enough to treat me like family.
Turns out, I wasn't looking for a bank at all.
Ascend Federal Credit Union. Banking without the bank.
Since 1917, Builder Supply has been the place to go for all your building materials. It's where the contractors have shopped for years. Builder Supply stocks quality Benjamin Moore paint, Tamco shingles, case knives, DeWalt, Stanley, and Makita tools, Peachtree's Southern Rose and Sun windows, Trader's grills, Quickset locks, General Shale brick, Yellow wood, and pass load nail guns and nails. Experienced salespeople are there to help you find the right products for your job. So when you're ready to build, whether large or small, think Builder Supply. 301 South Atlantic Street in Tullahoma. The Gondola, located at 412 East Carroll Street, is Tullahoma's oldest pizza, pasta, and steakhouse, featuring all kinds of pizzas, calzones, pastas, and steaks, chicken, pork, sandwiches, and seafood. Check out their daily specials on Facebook. And don't forget that on Saturdays there's ribs and smoked Boston butts. Add a great variety of appetizers and desserts. And come on in, y'all. Gondola has it all. For carry-out, call 455-9738. That's the Gondola Steakhouse, located at 412 East Carroll Street in Tullahoma.
Hey, Tullahoma, stop by McMurray's for all your personal and business needs. Copying and finishing service. That's black and white and color copying, 1 to 1,000. Scan, print, reduce, enlarge up to 36 inches. Brochures, carbonless forms, design services, foam core mounting, fax service, comb and coil binding, lamination up to 40 inches. Wedding services include wedding invitations, wedding programs, and napkins. That's McMurray's, 101 West OG Street, Tullahoma. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. McMurray's.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
Second quarter will begin
with a nice run. Real nice run.
Good job, Bryson, on the carry there.
He wanted to take that one all the way, Coach.
Yeah. And it was a great push by that offensive line. They got some drive going. Second and short. 2 plays, about 30 yards. That's what you like to see. And again, good yardage.
4 or 5 yards at a stroke, man. Take it all night long.
Yeah. Puts it where nobody can get it.
Good job.
Taking a shot at them there. Forget what the call was. Well, I'm holding that was a holding call. And it was a good call, We just, bad by us. But again, because it happened behind the line of scrimmage, I don't understand being penalized more. An unsportsmanlike conduct penalty is 15 yards, but holding behind the line of scrimmage can be
20,
30, 40, 50 yards, depending on where the holding takes place. And I harp on that all the time. I don't understand that. Good job by Jake there. Jake probably caught more passes last night.
He did.
I don't know what his total yards were, but the number of receptions. We get a first there. We go for it on 4th and 1 and get the first down, keep the drive going. And good block by Race and good hard running. Matt's got his man on skates going down the field, so second down, about 3. And throw it to Bryson there. And
they were waiting on that.
Well, number 4 is a little bit of a mismatch out there. They moved him out there, and Hunter Palmer was giving up about 30, 35, 40 pounds to him. And so anyway, it was...
he's one of the better athletes on their side of the ball, too.
And then we try to run the draw there and just miss our block. So got an unblocked guy that makes the play, and Matt Marcel on the field goal there from the right hash. not able to make it. So we go play defense. Took it down there. Let's play defense now. And Quentin Howard and Samari there on the stop. 2nd and short, though. And I believe Caleb, you can't see it from this angle, but from the end zone angle, Caleb Strug nearly gets an interception right there. Does a great job. Ball's high, and he almost got it. 3rd down. Got to get off the field. And they try to throw the slant in there. Race is in pretty good position, so now it's 4th down. And one of the most bizarre things I've seen in my coaching career is getting ready to take place. They're going to mishandle the snap, and the punter's just going to punt it out of the back of his end zone. I've seen them throw it out. I've seen them kick it on the ground out, but I've never seen one picked up and punted out. So it's a safety, and
one of his better punts, too.
I will remember it, and I understand he didn't want to give us the ball right there because that would have been an easy chance to score. Got to turn it up. Can't go sideways. We got to go north and south. We've only got 1 or 2 kids that can run sideways and outrun people. So we got guys that catch that ball. Quentin needs to put that foot in the ground after he makes the first guy miss.
Good job right here.
Good job by Ben.
Ben mostly made pretty good decisions last night. He had a good ball game.
They string us out here again. Number 4 is the mismatch. We're not doing a very good job of getting him blocked. And
got to plant that foot and go up the field. One's better than none.
A lot better job there, blocking on the corner.
he just swats him away. It's funny.
No. Play action, and we take a shot at him again with Hunter, trying to get Hunter Palmer down the seam. And we're going to come back and hit Jacoby here in the flats. And makes the first guy miss. He's going to make another guy miss, and so we get a touchdown. Good job by Ben and Jacoby there. Sam Poteet to snap. Ben Fulton to hold. Justice Chadwick. And puts it right down the middle.
Very good.
23. So, we're thinking right here, if we can get our hands on the ball, that we got a chance to put a knockout punch on them. They do a great job here on the return. Bailey Clark on the tackle. Colton Tucker.
Good job.
Matt Ross.
That kid's just a gamer.
Gets through there, gets the sack. And had a chance at an INT there. Fourth down and 7. And they're going to go for it. If your punter punts the ball out of the back of the end zone, you know that you're going for it the next time. I'm just telling you. You're frustrated, and you're definitely going, and they execute. That's a great job by them.
Sure was.
Our cover guy actually fell down there. He was trying to catch back up to him, but he had slipped, and so good execution by Livingston. They're going to take a shot here and got behind us. And hit a little quick out here. So they are definitely down in scoring position as the clock is winding down.
No, they're not folding.
This is Coach Oakley's hometown, high school. And so he obviously keeps up with them. And
that's great.
Yeah, great catch. Great catch by that young man. Great throw. So they've gotten it in, and they're going to miss the PAT here. It's going to hit the upright and bounce off in the other direction. But they got beat last week by Macon County. They snapped the ball twice over their punter's head. First time it had happened to them all year long. They hadn't had any problems at all. And then they fumbled the football, and Macon County scooped it up and ran it in from about 45, 50 yards out. And they got beat by less than a touchdown. So anyway, Trent Parton there covering up the kickoff return, and Brian Nims running the ball to end the half. We'll let the clock run out, and we'll take a 23-13 lead in. We got to kick off to them, so we know that it can be 23-21 if we don't come out ready to go.
It gets crazy after this, folks. Tell you what we want to do, though, right now is we want to thank the folks down at Sundrop for Deja Blue, purified drinking water infused with electrolytes. You need some electrolytes. We all need electrolytes. Go get you some Deja Blue right there. And we want to thank the folks at Sundrop for what they do for us. We also want to thank Mio Mao. That was a good donut, but it's about gone. But they are a donut sponsor, the Donut Palace, right across from Tullahoma High School. You go in there and get you some of that good stuff. It's not only good, it's good for you too. All the scientists out there now, even Oprah Winfrey says to eat all the donuts you want. It's great food.
All I know is there's 0 calories in the center.
0 calories in the center. Folks, we're going to be back after this commercial break with the band performance.
It's football time in Tennessee, and nobody tackles the competition like the Russell Barnett Automotive family. With 6 locations to serve you, certified collision center, over 1,000 new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from at russellbarnett.com, hometown auto rental, limited lifetime powertrain warranty on certain units, certified pre-owned units. Too many reasons to mention why I keep asking the question, why buy anywhere else?
Whether it's a home loan, a business loan, a personal loan, a loan for any good reason, Citizens Tri-County Bank is here to help you with the loans you need. With caring, friendly lending pros at convenient offices across Tullahoma, we love our community and we take pride in helping people get the loans they need. Citizens Tri-County Bank, focused on making loans for the individuals and businesses of our community.
Ah, the glory days. Running to daylight on the gridiron and chasing a ball with a mind of its own. Cheering the team to victory and marching to the beat of your own drum. Memories that last a lifetime. But sometimes we're reminded of our glory days in ways we'd rather forget. Get back in the game.
The rehab team at Life Care Center of Tullahoma is ready to help you live and play well.
If you're looking for fuel, food, or fun, don't forget the Dameron Brothers stores. The Short Stop has fuel, food, and beverages. The Liquor Locker carries all of your favorite brands of wines and spirits. It has party supplies, beverages, and the area's best selection of premium cigars. So for all your party needs, Jeff and Jay say, come on by, and thank you for the support of our businesses. Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
Daddy Billy's Deli Bar and Grill has been open at 119 Northwest Atlantic Street in Tullahoma for over 40 years, serving up good times and great food. Owner Nick Smith has made a great investment to remodel the inside, which is now a non-smoking facility, and add a great outdoor patio area with a covered stage, a fire pit, and a second bar where smoking is allowed. The food remains great at Daddy Billy's, from burgers to paninis, salads, wings, with new items being added all the time. Be part of the good times at Daddy Billy's, 119 Northwest Atlantic Street, downtown Tullahoma.
Donuts. Tasty. Donuts. Donuts.
Are your teeth dull, chipped, stained, or crooked? If so, call the dental practice of Dr. Mike Long. For a wider, brighter, more attractive smile, Dr. Long offers cosmetic dentistry at its best through whitening, bonding, and veneers. Dr. Long also uses laser technology, eliminating anesthesia and drilling. When you are ready to enhance your smile, call Dr. Mike Long, family practice dentistry for 29 years.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
We kick off, and Will Stone, I believe, was the kicker on that one.
Oh, missed him. Had a good shot.
Had a chance to get him there around the 25, and Hunter Palmer makes the tackle. So they've got the ball in good field position. And they try the bubble screen there, and we're in pretty good shape. I think he makes a couple yards there. Good job. And they try to go deep there, but their receiver fell down when he lost his footing. What's called a China route.
Why?
Because whatever coaching created that route apparently was a geography teacher. It's the only thing I can figure out. You have smashes and snags and China, and they're all in the same family. Run a screen right here, and Peyton Howard comes and makes the tackle. So our defense has done what we wanted them to do. They don't get the ball back for us. That one block. We're trying, but got to be smart enough, because this could have broke the game wide open. And instead of us going up and having a chance to be up 30-13, we're all the way back at our 11-yard line.
Yeah.
Got to be more intelligent. Got to. I guess we're at 16. I can't count this morning. Ball behind to Jake Hollingsworth, and Jake picks up first down.
That's your baby boy, Jimmy.
And we throw a swing screen there to Bryson. Got to get back where we're throwing that forward. We mess up there and throw it backwards, and they don't do the same thing later on in the game and throw one backwards. You want to throw that one forward, not backwards. Looked like we were going to pick up a bunch of yards right there, and Bryson most of the time makes great decisions. That's just one, and he looks at this, he'll go, whoop.
Yeah.
You know?
Should have cut up.
Yep. And trying to throw it out to Race and overthrow him, so we don't have to punt the ball back to him. So Race,
will Bryson have an opportunity to play somewhere after high school?
We hope so. We're hoping so.
He's a good kid, isn't he?
A very good young man, and he very good student. So
works hard.
Very hard worker.
Get him.
And
thank you, number one.
You know, a lot of stretch in some of those red jerseys. That's the one I'm telling you that he's already out of the picture when the whistles start blowing. And they don't, that's just one of the officials, and then they penalize us for delay of game.
Yeah.
Because he's taking off running with the ball. Same thing they did to Livingston earlier. This is where we intercept it, and they call pass interference on us. I can't explain that. I don't know. I don't know. I can't explain that one. You'll have to talk to the officials on how they can explain that one.
Just 2 plays in a row.
Two in a row, and that's what makes it tough. Is you got 2 blown calls in a row, and
they're both against you.
Yeah, that just makes it tough. And so we took a timeout to try to refocus, but they're gonna eat us up here. They fake the bubble screen, and we get caught flat-footed. Little receiver runs by us, and they get a touchdown. So all of a sudden, it's gonna be 23-20. And they get a delay of game. So 23-20, 7:50. You know, you're frustrated, and we've let them get a big play there. Momentum's beginning to get on Livingston's side, and we get dumb penalty. Yep, but it comes back. We fumble the ball, but Cooper Lawson does recover it, but it doesn't make any difference because we have a great block. We should have just stopped, but we don't, and so we end up getting a holding call, and so it comes back, and here we are, just backing ourselves up. We just constantly shoot ourselves in the foot because we won't do the simple things. Bryson running hard there.
You know, and throughout the night, those plays like that have cost us a couple hundred yards.
It's cost us a bunch, a lot more than it needs to. I don't know. I have no idea. I can't explain that one.
Yeah,
they said our left guard set a snap count. Well, people, I can have everybody on my side of the ball talk that I want to have talk. It makes no difference. They have snap counts called by guards and pros in college and high school all the time when you play in a big stadium. I just looked at him. I said, "You're serious." I just gave up. I don't know what the umpire, I don't know. I was really frustrated by that time. I'm getting frustrated now.
There goes another flag.
And that's because we are frustrated, and I've got a lineman that should not have made that block. He blocked behind the ball. We talked about not blocking behind the ball. Now we're going to start punishing our kids for blocking behind the ball. And then, you know, I think that's a good play by their DB. But after they just got finished calling pass interference on us, I'm furious because it's not being called over on that side. And so I'm furious, I'm mad, and I feel my blood pressure going up right now. Bryson's a yard out of bounds when he gets hit there.
Right.
And, you know, and so I'm chirping. You can see I've moved down there next to my line judge because
filling his ear full.
I don't understand what's going on. And it's a frustrating quarter. And it's an important quarter. So 2nd and 10. And we're going to get called for pass interference. Really? So we go from a 3-yard gain to a 15-yard gain. Judgment call. That's all I can tell you. Okay? I can live with that one. That's a judgment call. Didn't necessarily like it, but I can live with it. Matt Ross, Ty Cox on the tackle there.
I was waiting for a penalty
Watch him wrap up number 8 right there. He's got his hand all the way around him, and then we're going to get called for another pass interference. So I'm sitting there on that particular play
over his head.
With the line. Well, doesn't make any difference in high school. But I'm sitting there thinking, I'm sitting there yelling at you. He's got his arm wrapped around the guy's back. Or you don't call holding or not, and then I look up and they're calling it over on the other side. So now I'm trying to take a deep breath. I'm just trying to take a deep breath and think, all right, we got to get this back together here.
Nothing we can do about it.
Momentum is definitely on Livingston's side, and it just feels like there's not a call going our way. And then Livingston makes a good call here, and I think we'll get a block in the back right there, but we don't. I'm surprised they didn't flag us
for hitting him on the ground.
I'm just beside myself, foaming at the mouth at this point in time. And Peyton Howard there makes the stop. And good job there. We got a blitz on, and he gets it out of there quickly to guy on the, it's not really a screen. They had a route on. He was just a safety valve. Heavy sets in. We do a good job.
Great job.
Peyton Howard comes through and tackles him for a loss. So they're on kick a field goal and tie the game up.
We've left this hornet's nest on the porch just about long enough. We're getting ready to get stung.
I'm sitting there thinking we have got to pull it together and, just got to play ball, and we got to protect the ball. That's 2 straight kickoff returns that we fumbled. One of them was a real fumble. That one was caused by the ground, but either way, you don't do that. You protect the football. We're going to hit Jake over here on the sideline, and Jake does a good job of getting extra yards. It's amazing how many yards you can get on throwing a little old bitty pass if you'll just catch the ball and run toward the goal line.
That's right.
It's amazing how many tackles get missed, and I don't care what level you look at. You can look at the pros, you can look at the college level. Just catch the football and head for the goal line. It's amazing how many those hidden yards after the catch are in there.
And one of the things that amazes me too, John, is somebody at one point made that catch and spun around and went the opposite way and did good. So now everybody does that.
Yeah.
And you see them spin around and lose 5 yards trying to spin around. Sometimes you catch the ball, head to the end zone.
Catch and head for the end zone. It's amazing how many yards you end up with.
That was a crazy third quarter, folks. A crazy third quarter. The ball game's tied up. We're going to take a quick commercial break and be back with the fourth quarter.
When your family suffers the loss of a loved one, the caring and compassionate staff at Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel are standing by to assist you in every way possible. We are proud to support local industry and offer only Batesville caskets. Many funeral homes don't own or operate a crematory. We utilize the only crematory in Coffee County. Your loved one never leaves Coffee County. We can accommodate any need and any budget. Consider our complete pre-need service to remove this burden from your family during their time of grief. Lock in today's low costs and protect from inflation. Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel. Our family caring for your family.
La Fiesta Bar and Grill, located at 1410 North Jackson Street at the Quality Inn. The La Fiesta offers the freshest and best presented Mexican dishes in the area. The recently remodeled restaurant offers you all of your favorites, from chips and salsa to chicken, steak, and seafood dishes. There's a fiesta going on every day at La Fiesta Bar and Grill, 1410 North Jackson Street, Tullahoma.
Rush Bricken knows agriculture and farming is vital to Tennessee.
Rush Bricken supports our community and our faith-based charities.
On November 6th, you have a choice for your Tennessee State Representative.
I have the experience and background to be an effective Tennessee representative for you.
20 years on the county commission.
I'm picking Bricken.
40 years in business.
We're picking Bricken.
Vote Rush Bricken November 6th to the Tennessee State House of Representatives.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
Opening of the fourth quarter, 23-23. Ben's on, pull it down and run here. Gets out of bounds. Picks up a couple. And we get called for movement before the snap there. So we lose 5. And we move again. Now, very frustrating, but it's what happens when you play sophomores and freshmen. You just got to keep hoping they keep growing. And Ben's on a hit. Hunter Palmer, I believe. No, Jake again. I was thinking it was Palmer that he hit, but it was Jake. Ben takes off and moves pretty good.
I think he's getting a little faster.
He moves all right. He gives us a chance now to make a first down. We try to draw them off. They're not going to come, so we'll take a timeout. And, fourth down, big fourth down. We're going to trade Matt over. Ford's trying to get back over there. He's on Ben on the tackle, but we got the yardage that we needed. And Matt Ross, I'm telling you, he's a blocking machine. If you go back and watch this replay, watch Matt Ross. He will absolutely block. And not much there for Bryson to stick a foot in the ground, so second down and 10. Ben comes off there to Jacoby, and Jacoby picks up extra yardage.
Tough. Look at him. He's proud.
He's an emotional young man. He's a very emotional young man. Bryson
There's a hole.
Ripping it up the field there.
He's step over him. Bryson likes to hit him, doesn't he? He reminds me of a guy named Jacob Gray. Rather run over somebody and get a touchdown.
Bryson went over 1,000 yards last night on the season, so
that's great.
Glad for him to make that milestone. Gets a touchdown, and so we are going to take the lead back as Justice will put this one through.
Need this point. No surprises. Good job.
Good job by Justice. So 30-23, but 7 minutes to go in the game now.
Oh, that's forever.
So both teams playing for their lives in this football season. The loser is done, and that makes that clock start getting a lot heavier.
Boy, that spot right down there is the slickest part on the whole field.
Well, the grass was getting wetter and wetter as we played.
area.
Moisture was coming up out of the ground as we were playing.
You know, part of that game, it started sprinkling just a little bit again,
Yeah,
too, just barely.
The rain Thursday morning is what's made the field so sloppy. They try to double move it. They've gotten behind us, but they overthrow him.
Thank you.
Kind of like when we had Palmer behind them there earlier and overthrew him.
Right.
So
get out there, 16.
Good job by Peyton. Keeps him from getting the first. Here comes the swing. Again, good job by the quarterback. You know, we're not doing a good job of picking that back up, coming out of the backfield, and the quarterback does a good job of dumping it off to him as he felt the pressure. He's going to take off scrambling our way, and Samari runs him down real quick, so he actually loses a couple yards. Screen.
And they pull this off really well.
You know, sad part about it is we're screaming. Screen, screen, screen. Watch the screen. It's going to be a screen. We had 3 players look at us and shake their heads up and down, and they run the screen for a first down. That's a fumble. Go get it. Get it. Oh, scoop it. Oh. Matt Ross with the fumble recovery because they made the mistake of throwing that same pass that we threw earlier backwards. They just threw it backwards. Try to hit Colton Tucker there on the pass. We're a little out of sync. We'll run the sweep here with Bryson. Turned it up in there.
Good job.
Picks up, about 6. So we got a 3rd and 4. 3rd and 3, something like that. And we try to run a boot here to finish this off, but they do a great job. They're in good coverage. They had Ben.
That was scary.
So good job by them. We're going to take a timeout here. We tried to draw them off sides. They didn't jump. Ben Fulton actually suggested this play. And he and Bryson and Caden Bradford, they're going to do a great job of running it. And Brace Marin out there finishing off that corner. Ben Fulton out running them. And great job. Great execution there, especially those 3 individuals. Race had his man. Bryson got his. And all Caden needed to do was just get a little bit of his and keep him from having a free release to get upfield because he wasn't going to be fast enough to catch Ben. Matt Marcel kicking off, trying to drop it over that number 4's head towards 16 there, and couldn't do it. Kick it out of bounds, they get the ball at 35.
We're 2 scores up.
2 scores up, 4 minutes to go. They try to go deep there, and
surprised that wasn't a flag.
Well, he had it out, and then he put it back as they got their feet tangled up. We finally get to the quarterback, Smari and Ty. Good job by them crossing route. They do a good job with that.
That's where Quentin hurt his hip right there, isn't it?
Yep. Happens in a blur.
Yeah. Yeah, things were happening pretty fast right there.
trying to hit a quick out over there, and Jacob Dixon in coverage.
He's going to be a good little ball player.
He is. He's going to be a good ball player. I hope he's a good big ball player, though, and not a little ball player.
Sometimes they don't get big till they're gone from you.
His brother's a good-sized man right now, and he's bigger than Chase was at this age. So I'm hoping that he gets his a little bit quicker.
Blossoms early.
Yep, becomes a big old man. And they get us there for
roller skating.
Roller skating.
You have to wear cleats. You can't wear roller skates on a football field.
So.
Great
Hunter
job.
Palmer
Great job.
makes the interception, and the guy tackles him by his face mask, so we get 5 more yards added to it. I really thought the 5-yard was if you turned it loose, incidentally got it. But apparently, if you think it's a football way you hold on to it, then it's fine. We're just trying to run the clock out. There's less than a minute to go. And we don't punt it here, last play of the game. We have drained it down to 5 seconds or 6 seconds, something like that. Picks it up there. We almost relaxed too much, but either way, the ball game was going to be over. And so Tullahoma Wildcats have beaten the Livingston Academy Wildcats, and Coach Lamb and his staff, their young men, fought hard and battled back.
First game of the playoffs is a win.
First game of the playoffs, a win.
A struggle, but a win.
They're all going to be struggles from here on. Everybody you play is good. And we play Marshall County next. Marshall County, we played them third week of the season, beat them 14-13 at their place. They're a big physical football team. Their linemen, that's the people coming back that were on the all-region team. They've had a ton of injuries. They lost their quarterback to Giles County. So they've struggled. They've struggled against teams that they can't run the ball against because they struggle passing the ball. I was told that they started playing a freshman quarterback to try to help with their throwing game. Last night, I don't really know. I just got a report that their quarterback ran for 150 yards. I would have to think that was the one that has been playing because he's a really, really good athlete. And he's a wide receiver that they have moved back there to play quarterback. So I don't know which quarterback we're going to see. I know that he's real high on his freshman quarterback, and it feels like his freshman quarterback throws the ball really well. And, we are very familiar with each other. I'm sure they're looking forward to getting another shot at us. We just got to quit shooting ourselves in the foot.
Yeah.
And want to say thank you to the students that bought their tickets and came to the game. Again, I thought our band did a terrific job. And, it was a great atmosphere. Hope that the weather will be good next Friday, and it might be cold, but that's okay. That means it's playoff time. We're finishing practice in the dark now, and that's a great feeling to have to move up to the game field and flip the lights on to finish a practice, because it means that it's a special time of the year, the second season. And we get to host again this Friday. Tickets are $8. You can buy them digitally online by going to GoFan. We're trying to tweet it out. Zach Birdstone's tried to help us. He's put stuff in the paper. The radio has put stuff out.
Right.
Scott Chastain's putting stuff out. So I think we sold 88 digital tickets. This going into I don't know, at noontime yesterday. You have to pay a convenience fee.
Of course.
To that company, but you come to the gate that is closest to the high school on the home side of the field. And there'll be a teacher there. You take your phone out, you show them your ticket, and there'll be a validate button. That teacher will touch that validate button, and it can be for 1 ticket, it can be for 10 tickets, however many you say. You punch in there how many tickets you're going to use, and they validate it. And then if your wife is coming 30 minutes later behind you because she sent you to hold the seat for everybody, and she's coming with mom and dad and 3 other children, then she still has that on her phone. He can transfer it, or the person that's already gone into the game can transfer those to another phone. And anyway, and then you just get it validated when you walk through the gate. And so that's out of the digital. We've never had that before. That's done by the TSSAA. The other tickets will go on sale Thursday morning this coming week, just like they did this past week. And so they're in the attendance office, which is the most northwestern door on the front of the building, which means it's on the McDonald's end of the building. And it's where all the signs tell you keep moving to the attendance door. That's the only door left that you can ring a doorbell and get in. And so anyway, we'll have a person sitting there, and you just walk inside that door, buy your tickets, and you can walk right back out that door. And that'll be Thursday, and we'll sell them again Friday up until 1 o'clock. And at 1 o'clock, we have to get ready, have to move everything and start getting it ready to be moved to the stadium. Gates will open at 5:30 at the football field.
And that's what I was getting ready to say. There's a brand new idea that's just sweeping the nation, and that's to show up early at the game and go to the ticket office and stand in line and get your ticket and pay cash for it, no surcharge, and go hand it to Sue and some of those sweet ladies there and walk in and watch a wonderful ball game, go to either the band boosters or the quarterback club. I had probably one of the best hamburgers I've had in I don't know when last night at the quarterback club. And I know it wasn't because I was starved to death, because I had something for lunch. Maybe I hadn't had a hamburger in a while. The tomatoes were just, I mean, they were beautiful. All the condiments and everything were just great and fresh. The burger was hot and juicy. Friday night football hamburger is the best hamburger there is ever, particularly in Tullahoma, Tennessee, in the playoffs. And that's where we are, folks. We're fortunate to have a great coaching staff, some really hard-working young men, a lot of wonderful fans. We need you in the stands next Friday night against Marshall County. And let's keep this train rolling, because you know what? If Nolanville goes and beats Maplewood, and we beat Marshall County, we get a third game at home, because we were ahead of Nolensville in the regular season.
That's correct.
So they'll have to come here.
For the third straight year, our region has swept the other region.
Right.
As Marshall County beat Stone Memorial in overtime last night, 30-29. And so that was our number 4 seed, and they beat the other number one seed. Yeah. That's the third straight year that's happened. And so, you know, we knew we had a pretty good team last year that went 5-5, probably as good as some of our other playoff teams. In fact, probably better than a couple of our playoff teams that we've gone with before. But we play in a pretty tough region right now.
Yes, we do.
And it's you can have a pretty good football team and be sitting at home instead of playing in November.
Well, I was looking at our brackets, and some of those teams that are in the playoffs didn't win a ball game.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we very seldom.
There's one on the west side out there that's got 0 and 9.
Because they only have 4 teams in their region. So all 4 teams automatically qualify. And the same thing's going to probably happen in 5A down in the Chattanooga area for the next 2 years. They're going to probably, Catholic's getting ready to go to Division II. And instead of the TSSAA moving somebody into that, they're going to end up probably with playing with 4 teams down there, which means that
everybody
you're
goes to
automatically in. And I don't understand that. That bothers me.
That's sort of like getting a participation trophy, isn't it?
It also affects us because we won't be able to play Lincoln County because there's a new school coming into their region out of Rutherford County, and in week 6 they won't have week 6 open anymore. That'll be a region date, so that messes with our schedule. And
that's been and the reason I think
it just
messes
bothers
with
me,
us,
and I've said it for the last 10 years, put 7 or 8 teams in every region all across the state, regardless of where, I don't care if you cross the Tennessee River, I don't care if you cross the timeline, we could be one of the ones get stuck in that time zone situation. But I just think that, to be fair, to start at one end of the state or the other, I don't care which one, and just go these 7 schools, these 8 schools, and or either start making the playoffs, only half your region can get to the playoffs. So if I only got 4 teams in my region, 2 teams get in the playoffs. That's it.
You got 8 teams, 4 teams get in.
That's right. You got 10 teams, 5 teams get in.
Yeah.
And then go back to that old system that we had a few years ago, to where you got to fill out a 32-team bracket. So if you went 4 and 6, and I went 3 and 7, you get in. And you may have beat Podunk High, and I may have got beaten by University High, but that's scheduling, and but it just gripes at me when you play and we're in a small region now, but we've been in a 10-team region before, and I just think that they can do a better job of making it equitable. Like last year's football team at 5-5 should have been a playoff team, but because we weren't in a 4-team region, we were not, and it just bothers. And and I know you got all kinds of dynamics. I understand that.
But the Lincoln County game, to me, even though they're not in our region or in our classification, because of the rivalry we've had for years and years, that's a money game.
Yeah, I mean it is.
But when they come here, that's a big gate game.
Right. So it affects us, even though we're not a 5A school. We're affected by it. And I don't know. It bothers me, and I've griped enough. We need to go.
All right, we're going to go, although we do want you in the stands next Friday night when we will be playing Marshall County, the second round of the playoffs right here at Wilkins Stadium. Dub Cooper and all those fine folks that did such a great job building this program. And congratulations to John Olive and his staff for taking the banner forward for us here in Tullahoma. We're proud of all of them and all those young men. We'll see you next week.